David, thank you. The thought of getting back to work is great news for hundreds of thousands of people who have already lost their jobs.
This pandemic coming at a high price for small business owners and individuals alike. Fox 35's Samantha Sosa joining us live tonight with that story. Sam.
Good evening, guys. Small businesses hurting especially bad through all this, having to cut employees, and now one of the biggest loan programs to try to keep some of those employees on payroll is out of funding. Congress agreeing that they need to pass more funding for it, but disagreeing on how.
About 15 minutes.
Small businesses like Golden Tie and Longwood trying to stay afloat.
They need help here.
Pam Mugaklong comes in a couple times a week to help at the restaurant, which is owned by her family, because they've had to cut staff. She does this while also trying to manage her own small business. Pom Pom's Tea House and Sandwicheria in Orlando. More than half the staff there also cut.
It gets worse every week.
Pom applied for the Small Business Administration's Paycheck Protection Program 2 weeks ago to be able to pay the few workers she has left. But today she worries. The SBA website says the program's funds have dried up.
And I think that I'm like the majority of the tiny business that's out there, that if we don't get anything, we're not going to make it.
Central Florida Congressman Darren Soto says they're negotiating for an additional $250 billion for the PPP, but says he's fighting to make sure at least half that funding is set aside for the smallest of businesses, like Pom Poms.
We saw a lot of the businesses who qualified already were the largest small businesses, 400 plus employees, the ones who knew their bank representative the best.
Adding banks were incentivized to write bigger loans to collect more fees. Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy agrees, saying that needs to be tackled while also getting more lenders.
We have to ensure that there are more lenders who can provide these loans, and that they understand they are not going to be held responsible for loans that go bad.
Pom holding out hope a new package is agreed upon quickly.
I don't think that it's totally over with. I think there's got to be some way, something that they can do.
Aside from those changes with the aid program, Democrats also saying that additional cash should include emergency funding for hospitals. Republicans wanting to reject any spending beyond the PPP. I'm live in Orlando tonight. Samantha